All right, y'all. So we're out. We got the mission. We're doing a little practicing today, and the particular reason I'm practicing today is I have the state 4-H, not the state, regionals, excuse me. The regional 4-H archery jamboree coming up in about 2 weeks roughly, and I haven't been doing a whole lot of practicing, so I'm getting some shots in. I just took a practice round. I'm gonna set y'all up, and we're gonna shoot around, and we'll see how it looks. All right, I'll take 5 shots, like probably about 32-ish yards. And the jamboree is FITA, so that's in meters, which is roughly like 33 yards. I shoot yards most of the time, so that's what my pins are set to. So at like 32, I'm roughly splitting the difference. Not bad. And before y'all start blowing me up in the comments, making fun of my release technique, I know it's not like standard. It's what works for me. And if you don't believe me, I'll add a little slideshow of all the stuff that I killed this year with my bow. That was pretty good. I've been grouping a little bit to the left, so that's probably what we'll end up seeing after this one. I don't know, it's looking pretty decent. And I'm standing a little bit funny, but the ground is sloped weird here, so that's why. Alright, last shot. Looks decent. Not the greatest group I've ever shot, but it's not horrible. That one definitely went a little bit left. Alright, let's go check it out. Alright, yeah, so definitely not my greatest group. Not horrible. Most of those would probably be that one's probably a 10. The rest 9. That one might be a 9, maybe an 8. Maybe a 9 or an 8 on your standard FITA target, which I think is 80 centimeters. I am shooting at a paper plate right now just because my target's really faded out. And I could shoot like a rifle target or something, but paper plate's what I had, so that's what I'm using. So, not my greatest group, not horrible. We'll shoot a few more, and I'll show you if I get a really good one, but if not, that's about it for now. Alright, so this one is a lot better. Ignore this one. I totally pulled. I did that when I shot. So, ignore this one. Let's go ahead and get him out of there. But if that one had been a little bit higher, that would have probably been all 10s. That is a lot more what we're looking for. We're still hoping to be a little bit tighter than that at competition, but that is not bad at all. Alright, y'all, so I broke out the big camera for this part of the video, and it is Monday, April the 7th. I have the archery jamboree this Friday. I don't know how well you can see this. I can't see it very good on the display, but it may just be where it's so bright out here. Anyways, we're going to do some practicing. Like I said, the jamboree is this Friday, so I don't have a ton of time left to practice, but we're going to get a few shots in today. I'll set the camera up where y'all can see the target, and we'll go ahead and get a couple rounds in. I'm shooting about 32-ish yards. The jamboree is going to be a FITA competition, so it'll be in meters. So I'm actually just a little bit shy of where I'll be standing at jamboree, but that's alright. It's that much isn't going to make that much of a difference. That one's actually pretty good. This is my first round for today. I will get 2 practice rounds, one at 20 and one at 30 at Jamboree. So this would be counting as my practice round, but I'm already at 30. That one wasn't too bad either. That one was me. I pulled that one a little bit. The wind is also pretty bad today. Not 100% sure where that one went, but it looked pretty good. That one I got accidentally shot before I was completely ready to. Okay, so these 3 weren't bad. This one I pulled really, really bad on when I shot, and this one I accidentally hit the trigger before I was even ready. So let's ignore these 2 because they were flukes, and that's not too bad for 30. It's definitely not the greatest. I would like to be shooting a little bit better, but like I said, I've got like 3 days, so if that's what I'm going to get, I'm going to be pretty happy with it. Alright, this is my second round. This will be my first scoring round at competition. I'm only going to shoot 8 rounds right now. Probably shoot a little bit more later. I'll video this one, and then I'll video the last one just to see how they compare. But I'm not going to video every round. But here we go. About 30 meters. This would have been my first scoring round at Jamboree. Little low, little left. Not horrible. That one was also a little left, but it looked like it was a little better height-wise. That one was pretty darn close. That one looked like it went right. That one looks pretty well centered, but it looks low. Goodness, that Dorito is trying to kill me. Well, I just figured out how to adjust the brightness on this camera. That would have been helpful because you probably can't see those last few very good. And I know I said I was going to do just not video these next 6 rounds, but I've decided I will do a time lapse instead. Alright, so I think that was 7 rounds. Pretty sure it was. The weather is just getting worse. It's got a lot colder since I've come out here. As you could probably tell, it's pretty overcast right now. And it started sprinkling on me a minute ago. So I'm going to go ahead and try to get this last round in. I will video it in regular speed. That actually went pretty good. I did have a few flyers and a few oddballs, but other than that, most of my groups were pretty decent, right in there somewhere. But yeah, we'll go ahead and get this last group in and hope for the best. I may end up going ahead and posting this. I might just wait till after the Jamboree, but if I go ahead and post it, the next thing you see will be me at Jamboree. Alright, this is my last round, and then I'm going to go inside before I get rained on. That one went high. I wasn't ready for that one. I accidentally hit my release. I'm not sure where it went, but maybe it wasn't terrible. We'll just have to wait and see. That one looked like it might have been just a touch high. That one definitely went a little bit to the right. That one also might have been just a little bit high, but that was my last one. We'll go look at it. Alright, so one of these two is the one I shot when I wasn't ready. And then the other one, not exactly sure what happened. I don't think I had my string knocked out on my nose. These three, however, are really good and tight. That's 3 arrows, pretty much the same hole. It is centered just a little bit high, but I am incredibly happy with them 3. I'm going to see if I can pull all 3 of them at one time. All 3 of them at one time. That is a good group when you can pull 3 arrows at once. I'm proud of that one.